Being a liveaboard cruiser isn't just sunsets and sails, though we won't complain about those. It's bucket laundry in the cockpit, dragging trash to town by dinghy, and hoping the market has something green and vaguely fresh. It's beach runs for Winston, salt in our hair, and figuring it out one day at a time. This is what life really looks like at anchor in the Bahamas.
Good morning, Georgetown, and welcome to the 8 a.m. Georgetown Cruisers Net. My name is Lexi, and I am on sailing vessel Sadie, the little catamaran with all the pink aboard. I'm sure you've seen us around.
Mornings on anchor start slow, on purpose. The sun rises over Elizabeth Harbor like it's got nowhere else to be, and we match its pace. At 8 a.m., the Cruisers Net rolls in on the VHF. Weather, local updates, and voices that start to feel like neighbors. Then it's coffee in the cockpit, a bit of watercolor if the mood's right, and the kind of stillness you don't realize you've been craving. And once the mugs are empty, there's no resisting Winston. The beach is part of the rhythm too.
Filter to our fuel siphon hose thing. Sometimes with gas you get in the Bahamas, it can have sediment and stuff that you don't want in your tank. So yes, we do have fuel filters, but an extra level of filtration never hurt, I don't think. I think the fuel that we got from Spanish Wells might have diesel bug. So, I mean, I put the stabilizer in there, but maybe it wasn't enough. Glad I put a bunch of stabilizer in our tanks and also had this filter in there. But yeah, there's a slime in there. You know, diesel bug's like an algae or something like that, and that's exactly what that looks like. It's 35 gallons out of 7 jerry cans into the tanks and 1 semi-used filter. Glad I have like another dozen of these in storage.
But I think overall that was a wonderful addition to our fuel transfer system. Out here, water doesn't come from a tap. It comes from the sea. Our water maker pulls salt water through a reverse osmosis membrane and turns it into something we can drink, cook with, bathe in, and if we're feeling really fancy, do the laundry. Every drop matters when you're making it yourself.
Salty.
Now we're gonna do some laundry. Now doing laundry on a boat looks a little different. No machines, no buttons, just a bucket, a plunger, and a whole lot of wringing. We hang it out on lifelines, letting the Bahamian sun do the rest. It's not glamorous, but it works, mostly. Are now at fish fry. Now in the States, fish fry is like an event. That's not what it is here at all. It is a conglomeration. Anyways, it's something where there's all these little restaurants together. Correct word below.
Yeah.
It's great Bahamian or like real Bahamian food.
Yeah, there's a couple places where you can get burgers and fries, but sure, you come to fish fry to get real food.
Yeah, real Bahamian food.
Oh, they got a porch now.
Woo! This might be one of my favorite restaurants in the whole Bahamas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the Shell station over here in Lake Victoria, they didn't seem to know if they have non-ethanol gas, and that's what we need for the dinghy. So they recommended a little place just in a little bit further. All right, 5.6 gallons of gas, and we are $34 lighter.
Okay, so we got lunch, fuel, and now we're gonna get some groceries.
And liquor?
Okay, liquor. So, no liquor. Liquor's closed on Sundays, but we can still get groceries until 3 p.m. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
The ride coming in wasn't so bad. It's the ride going home that's not going to be so much fun. There's always work to be done on the boat, so it's nice to be able to take a little break, a little refresher, stretch our legs.
Yeah, let's go see the pretty.
Yeah, there's pretty out here.
I'm assuming that's the beginning of the trail. I don't know.
Most trails in the Bahamas are usually marked with some kind of trash, beach litter, cruiser art. There's all sorts of ways to mark trails with the items we find lying around. Winston is our fearless leader, blind, but fearless.
Seem to be at a bit of a treacherous stair here. Winston can probably get up it, but getting down it, I don't think he can do.
There's another cruiser that told us there are two ways up. One looks like a wall. I think we found the wall. And the other one is kind of a gentler slope around. So if it was just Daniel and me, we'd be going up the wall. But we do have to think about the Winston. So we're gonna try to go on the ocean side. At least get Winston on a trail, right? Like, this is as much for him as it is for us. It's amazing how different the sand is on this side of the island versus the other side. It's insane.
Yeah, Powder Beach just up the road. I mean, it literally is powder, and this is very coarse, very shelly sand.
We're gonna go to Powder Beach in just a few minutes. That's Daniel's payoff for going on hikes with me.
Yeah. And dragging the Winston along and carrying all the camera gear and the water and the...
It's payoff. The cruising community does a lot to take care of the islands, as well as this area in GeorgeTown. For those who don't know, I used to be a park ranger, and I have a deep appreciation for trails, well-marked trails, well-cleared trails, and these trails are very impressive. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of man hours to put together these trails. So I'm very impressed with this. From a trail up Monument Hill to toes in the sand at the beach bar, this day kept delivering. We wrapped it up the way we love best, back on the boat with sunset cocktails and the sound of water lapping the hull. There's always more to do, more to fix, more to chase, but for now, this was pretty damn good.